Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Tuesday, February 16th, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 651 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. U.S.-led coalition, no Americans killed in Iraq rocket attack. Republican donor who gave $2.50 to investigate Trump's bogus voter fraud claims wants his money back. Georgia was a fiasco, McConnell indicates he may get involved in Republican primaries. SpaceX launches 60 Starlink satellites but booster landing fails. Unhinged falsehoods, McConnell doubles down on Trump attack despite Senate acquittal. This is a war zone, migrants wounded falling from Trump's border wall being sent back to Mexico without medical help. India's dramatic fall in virus cases leaves experts stumped. People are lining up in droves after rumors spread that billionaire Jack Ma is giving out cash to Chinese seniors. David Perdue files paperwork for potential 2022 Senate run. While the rest of the country freezes, Florida sunny beaches overflow with crowds. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. The latest on the coronavirus pandemic and vaccines, live updates, CNN. SpaceX successfully deploys 60 Starlink satellites, but loses booster on descent, spaceflight now, spaceflight now. James Harden, this game division is Brooklyn Nets at 27-3s, ESPN. Elon Musk asks major Dogecoin holders to sell most of their coins, Yahoo Finance. What really killed the dinosaurs? Harvard researchers propose new theory, NPR. First Ebola death since 2016 reported in Guinea, as Congo battles fresh outbreak, South China Morning Post. Apple iPhone 13 expected to feature always-on display, along with 120 Hz refresh rate, XDA developers. China eyes rare earth export curbs for U.S. defense, FT says, Bloomberg. Krispy Kreme is offering a limited edition Mars donut to celebrate NASA's rover landing, CNN. Tornado causes damage, power outages in Brunswick County, WECT. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. GOP rep Adam Kinzinger's family really doesn't like his criticism of Trump. Poll, only half of Americans have heard of cancel culture. Trevor Noah shows how Trump just beat O.J. Simpson in the worst possible way. Tornado damages homes, businesses in North Carolina overnight. Hannity warns sanctimonious McConnell, time is coming for new Senate leadership. Dr. Fauci wins $1 million prize for speaking truth to power on COVID-19. Deadly winter storm leaves more than 4 million without power. Anderson Cooper calls out Mitch McConnell's criticism of Trump for what it is. U.S. troops reportedly blew off COVID restrictions in Ireland, apologized later. Maine Republican Party to consider censuring Senator Susan Collins over impeachment vote. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Lawmakers advance bill allowing recreational pot. Man reportedly tried to open cabin door. Oklahomans urged to conserve electricity. Fake workers looking to get inside homes. NWS, travel may be nearly impossible. KCPD looking for missing 19-year-old. Sea turtles, stunned by cold, found on island. Victim hidden head with screwdriver. Group renovates shelter dorms for homeless women. Project will paint 100 murals on businesses. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. The heated debate in the birding community. Aslan Karatsev of Russia continues an unlikely run at Australian Open. Rocket attack in Iraq kills a U.S. military contractor. Biden and the Fed leave 1970s inflation fears behind. North Carolina Republicans censure Richard Burr over impeachment vote. WTO officially selects Akonjo Iweala as its Director General. New Yorkers rush to get vaccinated as eligibility expands. David Perdue files to run against Raphael Warnock for Georgia Senate seat. Johnny Pacheco, who helped bring salsa to the world, dies at 85. Icy storm barrels across central U.S., leaving millions without power. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. The Cruise star Kevin James talks his appreciation for NASCAR, It's an Amazing World. Land actor-director Robin Wright talks how film is about human resilience and empowerment. Convicted felon carjacks teen 20 minutes after release from prison, cops. Lincoln Project founders allegedly knew about claims against Weaver as early as March 2020, report. University handbook encourages staff to adopt gender-neutral language, call fathers the non-birthing parent. India making comeback from coronavirus illnesses with less than 11,000 daily cases. Fellow Democrats blast Cuomo's explanation for nursing home data delay. COVID-19 stimulus gets new focus after Trump impeachment trial. Trump without Twitter, a sense of relief, carefully controlled messages. Second minor accuses Lincoln Project co-founder of sexual harassment, author says. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Tuesday, February 16th. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Mail Force Drive, former Navy engineer refurbishes old computers for schools. Jo Wiley reveals she's been offered the vaccine before her vulnerable sister. Kendall Jenner is accused of photoshopping that racy photo for Valentine's schemes collection. Long-lost family viewers say it's cruel COVID-19 restrictions prevent mother and son from hugging. Shein is mocked for selling women's cutout jeans which expose their knickers. Border staff blast hotel quarantine chaos after late email about rules. Next phase of UK's COVID vaccine rollout will focus on ethnicity and not occupation. Nicola Sturgeon will today announce whether more children can return to Scottish schools. How to small talk. University Law School becomes first to offer module in chit-chat and networking. A granny makeover. Experts reveal how Sarah Ferguson achieved her new youthful glow. The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Australian PM apologizes to ex-staff for alleging rape at work. A foreign solution to America's political dysfunction. Navalny dismisses libel case against him as nonsense in day 2 of Russian trial. Philippine court junks poll protest by late dictator's son. Live updates. U.S. 7-day average of daily new cases drops below 90,000, first time since early November. North Korea tried to steal Pfizer coronavirus vaccine technology, South says. Hotel Rwanda hero faces trial as family fears for his life. South Korea and sexual slavery survivor wants UN court judgment. Turkey accuses U.S. of supporting Kurdish militants after 13 Turkish hostages are killed. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Australian Open 2021 Day 9, Djokovic faces Zverev after Williams beats Halep, live. Coronavirus live news, Athens snow causes vaccine cancellations, Dutch curfew should be lifted, court rules. High-profile pro-democracy figures go on trial over Hong Kong protests. Rocket attack on U.S. airbase in Iraq kills civilian contractor. Revealed, Monsanto owner and U.S. officials pressured Mexico to drop glyphosate ban. Alexei Navalny back in court for politically motivated slander trial. India's Git England out for crushing 317-run victory in second test. Oscar tipped Minari puts identity second, that's refreshing for Asian Americans. The life-altering effects heat is having on American children. An uncertain future for Japan's love hotels, in pictures. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Tornado hits North Carolina, leaves some residents trapped. Vaccine delays leave grocery workers feeling expendable. Hospitals still ration medical and 95 masks as stockpile swell. Biden faces pressure as U.S. sets new course on immigration. Texas city forced to shut off water due to winter storm. 4 dead in U.S. Virgin Islands helicopter crash. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. North Korean man caught by South after crossing border. Spain, rapper Pablo Hasél arrested after police enter university. U.S. snow, winter storm tightens grip in southern states. Bangladesh Avijit Roy murder, 5 sentenced to die for machete attack on blogger. Independent commission to investigate Capitol riots. Myanmar coup, UN warns Myanmar junta of severe consequences. New Zealand lashes at Australia in citizenship row over terror suspect. Central African Republic, war crimes trial of 2 ex-militia leaders starts. Amazon versus Reliance, why are 2 of the world's richest men in court? New WTO boss warns against vaccine nationalism. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. At least 4 dead, 150 people under winter advisories as unprecedented storm stretches across 25 states, 4.3 m without power in Texas. Winter storm delays vaccine shipments to Florida and Texas. New York reports South African variant, 486k U.S. deaths, latest COVID-19 updates. South African medics hope vaccine will stop variant. Latinos struggle with access to vaccines. Hospitals still ration masks as stockpile swell. Today in history for February 16th. Variants make school reopenings a challenge despite new CDC guidelines. IRS won't push back tax deadline. Latest COVID-19 updates. Cuomo, NY should have released death data faster. New COVID-19 cases plummet in California. Blue Shield steps in to help with vaccines. There is nothing to investigate. Governor Andrew Cuomo defends New York's handling of COVID-19 in nursing homes. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Blue Shield vows to dramatically speed up California vaccine distribution with new plan. Mariachi's hand if God touches COVID-19 patient on ventilator. Los Angeles DA and George Floyd's family add voices to Los Angeles Police Department mock Valentine photo outrage. Dodger Stadium COVID-19 vaccination site to reopen for second doses. LA County elementary schools are cleared to fully open. Social media video leads Riverside police to suspecting Chihuahua's death. Vaccinating the homeless population for COVID adds a whole new layer of difficulty. California plans to close troubled youth prisons after 80 years, but what comes next? A lifeline for LGBTQ Latinos on the brink of closure. Armed with a camera, a young ER doctor captures the faces of the COVID war. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Tuesday, February 16th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Sudan declares states of emergency after protests over soaring food prices. School-age suicides in Japan hit record in 2020. Israel tanks invade Gaza, open fire at farmers. Australia PM apologizes to advisor who alleges she was raped in Parliament. UK consumer group, fake Amazon reviews being sold in bulk online. Microsoft says it found 1,000 plus developers' fingerprints on the SolarWinds attack. British soldiers sacked for being gay can now get their medals back. Canada creates coalition with 57 countries to declare arbitrary detentions immoral. 30 Taliban militants killed in explosion during bomb-making class. Canada's new Democratic Party wants to make sure all Canadians can take care of their teeth. In Tehran, families of downed flight PS-752 demand arrest of Revolutionary Guard leader. Myanmar coup, protesters face up to 20 years in prison under new law. Hamas court says women need guardian's approval to travel. Israeli settlers attack Palestinians in their own homes. Israel, Tel Aviv University awards $1 million prize to Dr. Anthony Fauci for speaking truth to power amid pandemic. The next headlines are from Forbes. Serena Williams moves into Australian Open semifinals as Naomi Osaka awaits. PXG reveals new Gen 4 golf clubs at highest of its price points. Report, South Africa asks Indian maker of AstraZeneca vaccine to take back 1 million doses. What Prince Harry's and Meghan Markle's March 7th CBS tell-all with Oprah Winfrey can do. Blackouts in Texas and California teach a hard lesson: climate change is costly. Lacey Evans' pregnancy is legit, top contender out of WWE Elimination Chamber. Libya and Belgium clash over fate of sovereign wealth funds' frozen assets. Instacart, Curbside and Aldi's quest to become number 3 U.S. grocer by stores. Anti-Irish racism condemned as James McLean's wife shares social media threats against their children. WWE Raw results, winners, news and notes after Miz pulls out of Elimination Chamber. The next headlines are from Nature.com. At 50, the UN Environment Program must lead again. Give African research participants more say in genomic data, say scientists. Metabolic support of tumor infiltrating regulatory T cells by lactic acid. COVID research updates. Drug can be a lifeline for people hospitalized for COVID. CTLA4 blockade drives loss of reg stability in glycolysis low tumors. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,686,376,055 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. NBC Universal Format sets Middle East version of celebrity game Face, Global Bulletin. Robert Connolly and Eric Bannery team on Eco-Fable Blueback. The Bachelor recap, Matt James prepares for hometowns. Johnny Pacheco, influential salsa musician and Fanny Records co-founder, dies at 85. Award circuit winners chart, Chloe Zhao is now the most awarded filmmaker in a single award season. 2021 award season calendar, voting, nominations and ceremonies leading to the Oscars. Iced Earth singer and bassist quit after guitarist's arrest for involvement in Capitol insurrection. Sex Education star Simone Ashley to lead Bridgerton season to opposite Jonathan Bailey. Variety leads all publications with 99 nominations from National Arts and Entertainment Journalism Awards. Korea's CJENM packs with Epic on game engine and virtual production exclusive. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Tornado touches down in coastal North Carolina. In Tuskegee, painful history shadows efforts to vaccinate African Americans. In a year without parades, Mardi Gras in New Orleans is all about house floats. Millions without power in Texas, northern Mexico as blackouts and bitter cold continue. New theory suggests dinosaur-killing impact came from edge of solar system. New York governor defends temporarily withholding the nursing home coronavirus data. Rockets kill civilian contractor, injure U.S. service member, others in Erbil, Iraq. Fanya Records co-founder Johnny Pacheco dies at 85. Nancy Pelosi announces plans for 9/11 style commission to study Capitol attack. UK and Ireland celebrate 50 years since Decimal Day. The following headlines are from The Week. The Daily Show mocks Trump as the new acquittal goat after what SNL calls the dumbest trial imaginable. GOP donor is soon to claw back $2.5 million he spent to find evidence Trump won. North Carolina GOP censures Senator Burr for Trump impeachment vote. Burr calls that truly sad for the GOP. Grocery deliveries spark a friendship between volunteer and senior. Millions of Texas households are still without power in a brutally cold winter storm. What went wrong? Eyeing a potential comeback, David Perdue files paperwork to run in 2022 Georgia Senate race. Dr. Fauci says he was concerned he'd get COVID-19 at the Trump White House. Jaguar cars will be fully electric by 2025. Texas health officials rush to distribute thousands of vaccines after power loss. Democrats expected to release immigration reform bill this week. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. The culture of violence inside Austin's police academy. The next headlines are from Universe Today. A cluster of black holes found inside a globular cluster of stars. NASA has decided to start building the Lunar Gateway using the Falcon Heavy. These are the news headlines for today, Tuesday, February 16th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. How to watch Perseverance's Mars landing on February 18th. For those at southerly latitudes, Canopus. The next news is from Politico. What the U.S. can teach Europe about privacy. The vaccines that could stop COVID-19. Is it time to rethink Uncle Sam? Biden's first 100 days. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala becomes WTO chief. WHO grants emergency use listing for Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. Nikki Haley's choice. Perdue leaning heavily toward challenging Warnock in Georgia. Nevada Democrats move to end presidential caucuses. 1 killed, 5 Americans injured in rocket strike near U.S. base in Iraq. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Williams puts a shot across the bows. Australian Open 2021 live updates. Djokovic faces Zverev in blockbuster. Serena to meet Osaka in semi-finals after beating Halep in straight sets. Qualifier Karatsev creates history by making Final Four. Halftime oranges and FaTime syntax. Brisbane bus driver assault stats for new calls for physical barriers. Brisbane commuters fight to have Cross River Ferry returned. AFL records $22.8 million loss, not out of woods yet. As it happened, AstraZeneca vaccine granted provisional approval by DGA as Victoria records 2 local COVID-19 cases, Melbourne quarantine hotel evacuated. NRL knocks back Fala's request for face-to-face meeting. Melbourne Airport warns of significant work for quarantine facility. Former skipper Brett Green returns to the Demons. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Auto Trader, cars that cost more than $200,000. NerdWallet, the real reason Black Americans have less life insurance coverage. NerdWallet, alternatives to PPP loans, if you weren't eligible. Auto Trader, Volkswagen explores the flying car market in China. Next Avenue, why does social media make it so hard to stay sober? Futures movers, natural gas prices soar amid freezing U.S. temperatures, while oil hovers at January 2020 highs. This technology could transform renewable energy, BP and Chevron just invested. The Moneyest, my wealthy fiancé wants me to accept standard of living costs should we divorce. I'm a proud veteran and won't accept more than $50,000. Who's right? The Moneyest, my daughter-in-law will only have a second child by surrogacy, and wants to use $200K of my son's inheritance to pay for it. The Tell, the New York Stock Exchange president says the stock market is not a casino. Here's what academic research says. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Inspiring innovation U-Daily, U-Daily. Innovation engine U-Daily, U-Daily. Husking was not easy until Martha Jones, first black woman to receive a U.S. patent, American University Intellectual Property Brief. From dorm rooms to boardrooms, how universities are promoting entrepreneurship, TechCrunch. Lynch LLP is your one-stop shop for building a robust intellectual property portfolio, iNews. Black History and Black Genius, the Crusader newspaper group, the Chicago Crusader. Dropbox prevails in federal circuit patent suit, World Intellectual Property Review. SPC confirmed Red Bull trademarks belong to Thailand. TC Pharmaceutical Industries, Intellectual Property, China, Mondak News alerts. The next headlines are from Quartz. CTE d'Ivoire's informal economy has come online and the government's not happy. Has India found an auto policy that's good for the economy and for its heir? China dethroned the US as Europe's top trade partner in 2020. Everyone should worry that Indians aren't taking their second vaccine doses. 8 questions Congress should definitely ask at the GameStop hearings. China's ban on the BBC is worse than it sounds. Trump's second acquittal, dating bees, lemurs in love. The UK education system has provided a safe haven for corrupt Nigerian politicians. Who is the 22-year-old climate activist arrested in India for supporting the farmer protests? What will become of India's booming edtech startups once schools reopen? We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Naomi Osaka. Knicks. Utah Jazz. Megan Thee Stallion. Sisue. George Washington. Johnny Pacheco. Chelsea. Vincent Jackson. Machine Gun Kelly. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Serena Williams dismantles Simona Halep on the hunt for her 24th tennis Grand Slam to reach Australian Open semifinal in style. We simply cannot believe he's gone. 3-time Pro Bowl winning NFL star Vincent Jackson, 38, found dead in Florida hotel room. Russian court hears final arguments in Navalny defamation case after activist called World War II veteran a corrupt lackey and traitor. Axios memory holes Fauci's remarks contradicting VP Harris on non-existent vaccination plan under Trump. Australian PM pledges major investigation in apology over woman's parliament rape claim. Tsunami of disinformation, UK battles for BAME COVID-19 vaccine trust, translating jab information into 20 languages. Frozen, Dutch figure skater Linden van Bemmel wows with impromptu performance on icy Amsterdam canals. Bitcoin nears $50,000 as wider crypto adoption fuels record rally. China outpaces US as Europe's largest trade partner in 2020. ESPN issues statement overvalued reporter amid Gina Carano anti-Semitic posts, Dana White douche comments. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Woke British universities to be fined for limiting free speech. 1 year later, light at the end of the pandemic tunnel. Unhappy endings, deception has gone global. Turkey summons U.S. Ambassador as Erdogan blasts Biden's support for Kurdish terrorists. UK government is considering vaccine passports to enter pubs, shops, events. World won't be adequately vaccinated from COVID-19 until 2027, specialist. Minneapolis quietly spends millions to hire more cops amid ongoing defund police campaign. Johnston, conspiracy theories are caused by government secrecy. Hyundai's Neurobiker can drive and walk. What did Pelosi know, and when? Bipartisan support bills for 9/11 style commission on Capitol riot. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. In pictures, pandemic threatens New York's iconic yellow taxis. Spanish police arrest rapper convicted in free speech case. Israel blocks shipment of Russian Sputnik V vaccine to Gaza. Is coronavirus putting Europe's Roma further behind? Dozens dead after bus plunges into canal in central India. Bangladesh court sentences 5 to death for killing U.S. blogger. Experts puzzled by dramatic fall in coronavirus cases in India. Guinea Ebola death toll rises to 5 as vaccine rollout begins. The Biden administration can make a difference in the Middle East. Seoul questions North Korean man who crossed armed border. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Exclusive NRCC Chair Tom Emmer lays out path for GOP to retake House majority. North Carolina GOP censures Senator Richard Burr for voting to convict Donald Trump on impeachment charges. Report, National Guard could stay in D.C. until fall. Blumenthal, we need 9/11 type commission to stop future would-be Trump tyrants. David Perdue files for 2022 Senate race against Democrat Raphael Warnock. Conservatives, energy sector oppose near tandem to head-on, will damage America's fiscal, economic, moral, and social well-being. The woke force, Biden Pentagon pursues leftist domestic agenda. Chamber of Commerce cheers new China-backed head of World Trade Organization. Ni president, there's been no money for improving schools for reopening. Chicago Teachers Union VP, reopening fight wasn't about the guidelines, it was distrust from generations of neglect. The next headlines are from UPI News. Taiwan couple hits back-to-back prizes with scratch-off lottery tickets. Look, 10 apartments evacuated when venomous snake escapes terrarium. 20-foot 2-inch bear made from roses breaks Guinness record. Watch, deer crash through homes in Pennsylvania neighborhood. Watch, couple leaves $2,000 tip on 20th anniversary of first date. Larry the Downing Street cat marks 10 years of service to British Prime Minister. Watch, Idaho couple breaks record for setting up chessboard. Watch, illegally kept tiger seized in Texas City. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Instead of responding with cops, Denver sends healthcare teams to non-criminal calls, and it's already saving lives. Hikers brave miles of icy mountain trails after rescuing dog that was stranded for 2 weeks. 70-year-old grandpa becomes oldest person to row across the Atlantic, and he raised $1.40 mil for Alzheimer's. 400 years after being wiped out by hunters, Britain's wild cranes make a comeback. Company develops sound beaming to enable digital listening in your own sound bubble, a cone of near silence. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Tuesday, February 16th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. French workers can now eat lunch at their desks without breaking the law. Florida's Beer Can Island wants $500K to save it from washing away. One Alaska king salmon is worth the same as 2 barrels of oil right now. Instagram model flashes bum in front of New York City landmarks. Man back behind bars for carjacking 16-year-old girl just 20 minutes after prison release. UK's Chief Mouser celebrates 10 years on the prowl. Man built 11 speed bumps near house after getting annoyed by vehicle noise. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. NASA's Perseverance rover to face 7 minutes of terror before landing on Mars. Pay attention to your Sonic logo in 2021. Sorry Murica, no Mercedes-Benz EQC for you. Android 12's rumored one-handed mode could make big phones more usable. Carl Pays Nothing now owns the Essential brand, and I'm kinda hyped. 10 months later, Google's Pixel Buds are still my favorite earbuds. Scientists say Jupiter was responsible for the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. This AI-powered gadget could completely disrupt the ridiculous hearing aid market. Scientists use AI to identify existing drugs to fight COVID-19. Create a logo in Photoshop that makes a statement for under $20. The following headlines are from Science Daily. New surgery may enable better control of prosthetic limbs. Light used to detect quantum information stored in 100,000 nuclear quantum bits. New skin patch brings us closer to wearable, all-in-one health monitor. Tropical paper wasps babysit for neighbors. New immunotherapy target discovered for malignant brain tumors. Cheap, polydermed pathway to pandemic therapeutics. Aspirin preferred to prevent blood clots in kids after heart surgery, study suggests. Neanderthals and Homo sapiens used identical Nubian technology. Higher elevation birds sport thicker down. Invasive flies prefer untouched territory when laying eggs. The next headlines are from Information Week. Finding the great predictors for machine learning. 3 ways to empower female software engineers on your team. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Tuesday, February 16th from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Jordan Clarkson goes to another level, scoring 40 points and carrying the Utah Jazz to another victory. The Triple Team, Jazz show off their offensive versatility, score 134 points without stars at their best. Utah film critics pick immigrant drama Minari, directed by a University of Utah alumnus, as 2020's best movie. Utah reports fewer than 500 new cases of COVID-19. This week, weigh in on 3 superintendent finalists for Salt Lake City schools. Biden signs executive order re-establishing White House faith office. Police shoot man who was fleeing in his car in southern Utah. Rare warning, extreme avalanche danger likely in Utah backcountry. Janiries, for Latter-day Saints, being led by old men can be a blessing and a curse. Men targeted in freeway road rage shooting sue the alleged gunmen for $25 The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Why does the Apple TV still exist? Volkswagen CEO says he's not scared of Apple. France says Russian state hackers targeted IT monitoring firm Centrion's servers in years-long campaign. Parler is back online, more than a month after tangle with Amazon knocked it offline. Climate activist jailed in India as government clamps down on dissent. Best story wins. India lifts restrictions on mapping and surveying to help local firms. The Secret, Essential Geography of the Office. WHO lists AstraZeneca Oxford COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use. 270 addresses are responsible for 55% of all cryptocurrency money laundering. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Mascota woman falls victim to unemployment scam, cannot claim benefits after losing her job. Spire customers asked to conserve energy as blackouts hit other parts of the country. Stay safe while driving and avoid being stranded in the brutal cold. Natural gas line still burning following lumberyard fire in Edwardsville. Flights canceled and delayed at St. Louis Airport amid winter storm. Ms. out is away with snow days, Missouri Senate takes the week off for winter weather. Blues fall to Coyotes in last game of regular season series. Missouri cancels mass vaccination events due to extreme cold. Brutal cold and more snow in store for St. Louis. Accumulating snow, brutal cold interrupts COVID vaccinations in St. Louis area. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. La Jala's Youssef Gouzail lifts SDSU Golf to number 9 in latest top 25 poll. They took her from us, family mourns 21-year-old killed in violent Spring Valley crash. Small groups of students to return to Carlsbad middle and high schools. Trump surprises supporters holding President's Day rally in his honor. Biden's stimulus plan would boost incomes for nation's poorest by 33%, analysis shows. Chula Vista to consider $16.80 in rent, utility assistance. Deputies identify 2 men hit, killed by 13-year-old driver. 3 sailors aboard USS Theodore Roosevelt test positive for coronavirus. State reveals Blue Shield's COVID-19 vaccine distribution program. Photos, former Charger Vincent Jackson remembered. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. France's current spy chief signed order to free top roux on the genocide suspects, says secret cable. Bloomberg spy chip story a misunderstanding, expert 9 to 5 Mac. Terrorist turned spy recalls meeting bin Laden and leaving Al-Qaeda for Secret Service. Central Intelligence Agency has a new look and new logo, now to see if its rebranding can impress and woo millennials. China used secret microchip to spy on U.S. computers. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Marines learn how to drift armored vehicles on snow. U.S. Special Operations Command pursuing limited competition for MH-6 Little Bird upgrade. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. From folktale to national treasure, the story of the butterfly lovers. How China's e-commerce helped stamp out the pandemic. Chinese box office breaks record despite pandemic shadow. WHO in Wuhan, a refusal to share raw data, or standard scientific debate? Could urban single women be the solution to China's surplus of rural bachelors? Chinese importers choke Zimbabwe manufacturers amid COVID-19. British MPs urge boycott of 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Tuesday, February 16, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Victim shares harrowing details from Oakland shooting that injured 6 people. Century-old family barn in Half Moon Bay burns down. Bill proposed to change California liquor laws could benefit bars, restaurants. 21-year-old accused of shooting into Santa Rosa home arrested. Some move to change breast milk to chest or human milk in an effort to be more inclusive. Santa Clara County makes sure COVID-19 vaccine doses don't go to waste. Video captures fiery electrical surge traveling down power line in Louisiana storm. Violent holiday weekend, over a dozen shot across Bay Area. CalFresh recipients, see if you qualify for a monthly benefits increase. Fauci, stimulus bill will help schools reopen safely. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. What a debut, Karat 7 Australian Open SF in first slam. Williams lifts number 6 Stanford over number 13 Oregon 63-61. Hurricanes erase early deficit, beat Blue Jackets 7-3. Randall scores 44 points, Knicks beat slumping Hawks 123-112. Panthers close in on Central leading Lightning with 6-4 win. Bulls run past Pacers with late flurry for 120-112 OT win. Snow the likely cause of second building collapse in Elgin in 3 days. Police, Wheeling resident hampering home invasion investigation. Winter storm's grip won't ease up until weekend. State trooper severely injured in crash. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Temperatures to rise this week in Seattle area, lowland rain expected after snow blankets region. Report, these car, truck models have the highest 2020 inventory still available. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Morocco. Drought is ongoing in Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.7 m, depth 10 km, in Vanuatu February 16, 2021, 1:30 to UTC, about 82,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6.7 m, depth 14 km, in Niue February 16, 2021, 0:49 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6.2 m, depth 10 km, in Vanuatu February 16, 2021, 0:49 UTC, about 69,000 people within 100 kilometers. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Tuesday, February 16th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Woman and child die of carbon monoxide poisoning at home in Southwest Houston. Houston's four-legged pals enjoy the snow during extreme winter weather. Houston area roads dangerous due to winter weather conditions. Winter storm paralyzing Texas is far from over, with another round coming this week. Houston and other area cities experiencing low water pressure. Man with Alzheimer's disease missing since Monday from Northwest Side. Open Burger King draws huge line during winter storm. Michael Jordan donates $10 for North Carolina health clinics. Photo of lit-up skyline surrounded by homes in the dark sparks outrage on social media. Prepare to be without power the rest of the day, Centerpoint says. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Bus drives off bridge into canal in central India, 40 dead. Australia to amend laws to make Google and Facebook pay. Sydney police say 1996 Olympic swimmer ran drug syndicate. Hotel Rwanda hero faces trial as family fears for his life. France votes on anti-radicalism bill that worries Muslims. Spain, convicted rapper in prominent gag law case arrested. Analysis, Griffin and Pistons breaking up will be a win-win. Number 3 Michigan, number 4 Ohio State meet to top AP Top 25 slate. Draymond Green slams NBA over star players on trading block. Myanmar protests resume after second night of internet shutdown. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Queens prosecutors tracked NYPD cops suspected of lying and with criminal convictions, documents show. Extra, some terrifying advice for surviving a fall onto the subway tracks. Cuomo admits to creating nursing home data void, blames Trump administration for delay. Ice maybe, freezing rain, sleet, classic rain headed to NYC Monday night. Cuomo announces 22-hour subway service will start 2/22. Anna Sorokin, socialite heiress grifter, has left prison and is working on her memoir. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. Lawmakers to hold vehicle for homeless stabbing victims. Police union boss calls misconduct charges laughable. Precious time is running out to change your political party registration to vote in June's all-important primary. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Moderate earthquake, 5.3 mag was detected near Ozernovsky I in Russia. Light earthquake 4.4 mag, 296 kilometers E of Levuka, Fiji. Light earthquake, 4.7 mag strikes near Galapagos Triple Junction region. Moderate earthquake, 5.1 mag has occurred near Pasuruan in Indonesia. Moderate earthquake, 5.1 mag was detected near Norsup in Vanuatu. Light earthquake, 4.4 mag strikes near Uyuni in Bolivia. Moderate earthquake, 5.2 mag has occurred near Sola in Vanuatu. Light earthquake 4.3 mag, 82 kilometers WNW of San Antonio de los Cabos, Argentina. Light earthquake, 4.9 mag has occurred near Bandar Lampung in Indonesia. Moderate earthquake, 5 mag was detected near Port Vila in Vanuatu. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Peace in Yemen, but not without woman's role in peace building. History of female, mobility in Nepal. Why Australia's indigenous people are the highest incarcerated globally. The perils of child marriage and the promise of freedom. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Grid chaos sparks massive rolling blackouts across Texas. Japan appoints Minister of Loneliness to combat COVID-19 related suicides. German nursing home whistleblower, elderly dying after COVID vaccine. Bill Gates goes full Captain Planet, wants to change every aspect of economy while we dine on fake meat. Hershey, Nestle, Mars and other chocolate makers named in child slavery class action lawsuit. Furia do not resuscitate notices given to COVID patients with learning disabilities. New documents reveal more British efforts to undermine Russia. Amazon recruiting 26 former FBI agents to smash workers' unions. Blacklisted news on Gab. NIT retracts claim that pro-Trump rioters smashed Officer Sicknick in the head with a fire extinguisher. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Did Sandra Bullock's son finally confirm the rumors? Did Biden set U.S. back 50 years on energy independence progress? Biden order reestablishes faith-focused White House office. Trump looks to reassert himself after impeachment acquittal. Michael Jordan gives $10 for North Carolina health clinics. Did VP Kamala Harris cut funding to VA facilities? Does a water bottle on your car hood mean you are in danger? COVID-19 shots might be tweaked if variants get worse. Does this photo show a human-sized lion's mane mushroom? Did home improvement actor Richard Karn die at age 69? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Yes, now we know exactly what it means to miss New Orleans. Anti-vaxxers aren't the only ones selling vaccines short. Beverly Hills lawyer Ronald Richard has a lot to say about Erica Jane's divorce. Venice Carnival in the time of COVID is unlike any before it, but no one wants to repeat it. Putin's vaccine really works, but Russians don't believe it. Nudist Mexican paradise Zipolite is great business for tourism, but bad for COVID. Ben Sassy's Both Sides BS shows that he knows nothing about Democrats. There is no next time, inside the left's minimum wage fight. How we were saved from the wrath of vicious murder hornets. Mitch McConnell proved he's even more craven than Ted Cruz. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Nets signing defensive specialist Andre Robertson. 83-year-old man drowns in pond at Florida golf course. Naomi Osaka really intimidated by Serena Williams as potential match looms. Nerlens Noel helps Knicks pass Mitchell Robinson test. Girl injured in crash involving Britt Reed emerges from coma. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Mars Madness Perseverance rover is about to begin its mission. Alan Shepard smacked golf balls on the moon, and now we know where they landed. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Record winter storm kills at least 4 million without power. New variants discovered in U.S. raise fears over COVID mutations. Deadly winter weather pushes toward northeast after lashing south. NASA's Perseverance rover closes in on Mars. Pharmacies offering COVID-19 vaccines, what you need to know. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Pentagon admits it has been testing wreckage from UFO crashes and findings may change our lives forever, expert says. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Teacher fights students outside Florida McDonald's. Fanya Records co-founder Johnny Pacheco dies. One dead, others injured as winter storm Uri continues lethal assault on southern states. Shocking act of violence against London teenager in a train station believed to have involved a crossbow. Elderly golfer drowns on Palm Beach County course. North Carolina Republicans censure Senator Burr's GOP civil war continues after Trump impeachment. CIT, NASCAR's Ross Chastain, who races the McDonald's car, hits the drive-thru during a rain delay. Cuomo slams fellow Dems who eyed threat of subpoenas as budget leverage. We should have provided more information faster, Cuomo acknowledges data void in NY nursing home COVID deaths. Medal-winning Olympian Scott Miller arrested in $2 million meth bust. The following headlines are from military.com. Rocket strike near U.S. base in Iraq, killing 1, wounding 8. Iran's army test fires short-range smart missile. Reports, Israeli strike near Syrian capital kills 6 fighters. Former South Korean Coast Guard chief acquitted over ferry sinking. Meet the general you've never heard of who mapped out the Magic Kingdom. At Camp David retreat, Biden hangs out, shows he's got game. Veterans use their military training to plot violence in Capitol riot, Feds say. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. 4 buildings collapse in Chicago and Elgin over 3 days. Are back-to-back snowstorms pushing old roofs to the brink? Chicago schools closed as another foot of snow is expected in the Chicago area. Hundreds of flights canceled and forecasters warn travel will be very difficult to impossible. President's Day winter storm. How much did it snow near you? What happened to our mild winter? February. Now it's one for the record books. Former downstate GOP State Senator Paul Schimpf announces bid for Illinois governor. Despite federal and state guidance to reduce jail populations, few inmates convicted of nonviolent crimes have been released early. COVID-19 in Illinois by the numbers. Here's a daily update on cases, positivity rate and hospital data in your area. COVID-19 cases in Illinois by zip code. Search for your neighborhood. Where the coronavirus data stands in the U.S. and world, vaccinations, cases and deaths. Illinois COVID-19 vaccine tracker, 8,118 additional people fully vaccinated for a total of 422,419, 3.32% of the state's population. 39,863 new doses administered Sunday. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Groundwater recharge rates mapped for Africa. NASA wants to fly a helicopter on Mars for the first time. Perseverance rover lands on Mars this week. Kenya's locust hunters on tireless quest to halt ancient pest. Heavy snowfall blankets Athens, vaccinations postponed. Biotech fit for the red planet, new method for growing cyanobacteria under Mars-like conditions. Greek travel chaos after heavy snowfall. Corn Belt farmland has lost a third of its carbon-rich soil. In predicting shallow but dangerous landslides, size matters. Counterintuitive approach may improve eyewitness identification. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Tuesday, February 16th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. How hot will climate change make the Earth by the year 2100? Most people aren't climate scientists. We should talk about climate change anyway. 5 plants with medicinal properties in your own backyard. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. The name is Karatsev, Russian reaches semis on major debut. Spain, convicted rapper in prominent gag law case arrested. Alleged rebels from Central African Republic face ICC trial. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Harriet Cole, my husband doesn't have enough hustle, and I'm worried. Miss Manners, I think my style is charming, my guests think I'm poor. Ask Amy, these nosy people think my vaccinations are their business. Dear Abby, this paternity bombshell is threatening to blow our family apart. Draymond Green slams Cavaliers' decision to sit Andre Drummond. LaBank, Couture score as Sharks hold on to beat Anaheim Ducks. My AP Top 25 ballot, Baylor, Gonzaga on top while Michigan rises. Steph Curry, Draymond Green rolling Warriors win over Cavaliers. Poole, Mannion, Jeremy Lin impress, but Santa Cruz still outclassed. Downtown Oakland injury shooting under investigation. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Slovenia right-wing PM Janša survives no confidence motion. Lawyer, Myanmar police file new charge against ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi over COVID-19 regularity. Report, Iran and Russia begin joint naval drill. Nomination sought for David Karam Education Award. Tennessee's monthly revenues up once again amid pandemic. Tennessee lands $6.90 in STEM education grants. West Virginia solar energy project clears regulatory hurdle. The next headlines are from The Intercept. In Biden's nomination of Marty Walsh, Aaron Swartz prosecutor gets her final comeuppance. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Tuesday, February 16, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Hydrogen peroxide, universal oxidizing agent, high-efficiency production by simple process. How to improve gender equity in medicine. Biotech fit for the red planet. Brief survey tool tracks symptoms, aids in evaluating effectiveness of treatment. Teens may be more likely to use marijuana after legalization for adult recreational use. Strange creatures accidentally discovered beneath Antarctica's ice shelves. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Teen boy wounded in drive-by in Inglewood. Warmouth, one of Illinois' longest-standing records and other thoughts. Chicago man facing DUI charges in Riverside. Man, woman wounded in drive-by in Gresham. 7 shot Monday in Chicago. City of Chicago COVID-19 vaccination, testing sites closed due to winter storm. Federal, county courts cancel in-person hearings amid blizzard. That snow on the ground isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Bulls beat Pacers in overtime as Wendell Carter Jr. returns from injury. Blackhawks edge Red Wings in overtime, move into playoff spot. The feed from the Riverfront Times St. Louis has been removed for putting advertisements in its news RSS feed. DoorDash defends charging customers extra $1 St. Louis fee. Recipe: it's a frozen wasteland out there, St. Louis, let's make some chili. St. Louis weather forecast says 9 inches might be coming, in the unsexy way. For the Garcia family, a filmmaker returns home to St. Louis. Gluconite reviews: is gluconite supplement worth buying? Any side effects? Shocking report. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. The gorgeous Danny Crow to perform tracks from latest solo record Detroit Blues on Bandcamp livestream. The 59th annual Ann Arbor Film Fest goes virtual, again. Where to order delicious Patsky for in the Detroit area for Fat Tuesday. Governor Whitmer proposes complete ban on firearms in state capitol building. John Oliver blasts Senator Shirkey's insurrection remarks. What the F word are you talking about? You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Tuesday, February 16, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. A hopeful ode to our city and latest single by Adam Briggs. Romanticized satirists won't stop the next fascists, warns Daily Show vet Bassem Youssef. The definitive J.J. Watt 2021 Routing Guide. Hidalgo warns 150-year freeze possible as 1 million plus still lack power. Turner says 1.2 million have lost power and looks like it won't be restored anytime soon. Thousands lose heat and power with no end in sight as snow blankets Greater Houston. New Pompeii exhibit at HMNS is a literal blast. 4 thoughts on J.J. Watt's departure from the Houston Texans. The Book of Magdalene offers a new take on an old saint. This week in Houston food events, Fat Tuesday and a Tex-Mex barbecue collab. The next headlines are about world records making news. Kenya's Beatrice Chepkoech sets new world 5 kilometers record, Sentinel Assam, the Sentinel Assam. How to flip your pancakes according to a world record holder, HuffPost UK. R. Ashwin Nirsian films world record with 106 amidst home love in Chennai. Watch, Republic TV. World record $133,325 paid for Ferrari 330p2 replica children's car, new Atlas. Falls, Guinness World Records names Marcos best president of all time, Rappler. NJ comedian John Pavaromo breaks world record while raising money for children's cancer charities, tapinto.net. Massillon man born without legs aims to break world record, WJW Fox 8 News Cleveland. 2 Oregon runners break the NCAA indoor mile record, runnersworld.com. Largest car mosaic sets new Guinness World Record, Car Buzz. Albertans complete world's longest hockey game, await Guinness World Record approval, CTV News. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Common DNA testing method has high false positive rate for rare mutations, study finds. Apple says it will fix Apple Watches that don't charge in power reserve mode for free. Parler's back with a new interim CEO. The 10 best deals of February 15, 2021. This Canon printer is perfect for the WFH professional. Texas is colder than Alaska right now. The WandaVision conversation I cannot stop thinking about. France wants the EU to have more power to punish big tech when it's being very naughty. Grab this 27 inches Asus curved monitor for $220 and play games and glorious 165 Hz. Updates from Transformers, Godzilla vs. Kong, and more. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was San in Mali at 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 42 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 64.3 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 53.5 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Neanderthals used stone tool tech once considered exclusive to Homo sapiens. VLC 4.0 sneak peek, a look at its work in progress new interface. Parler says it's back without big tech after being kicked off Amazon. Texas power grid crumples under the cold. Astronomers, a comet fragment, not an asteroid, killed off the dinosaurs. Ebola outbreak erupts in Guinea as cases tick up in the DRC. Zuckerberg responds to Apple's privacy policies, we need to inflict pain. After the failure of the Facebook phone, get ready for a Facebook Watch. Report, Nissan shut down Apple deal to avoid becoming Foxconn of cars. Jaguar to lose internal combustion engines in new F strategy. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Here's why Texas has its own power grid. Here's the mysterious role blood type may play in the coronavirus pandemic. GOP chair lashes out after impeachment, we did not elect Pat Toomey to do the right thing. Watch, Rick Perry unable to defend Texas Republicans for power outages during Fox News interview. Mitch McConnell is the threat to democracy George Washington warned of, CNN's Chris Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo lashes out at investigation threat as he comes under fire over nursing home deaths. Beyond ridiculous, fact-checker gets scorched for claiming Trump had a national vaccine plan. NASA hopes to fly a helicopter on Mars, for the very first time. GOP Senator ribs North Carolina Republicans for censure, it is truly a sad day. Watch, parody hilariously mocks Tucker Carlson as a Jeopardy contestant. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Ranch bordering Area 51 for sale, including black mailbox famous with the alien obsessed, WivB.com, News 4. Avi Loeb, is Oumuamua extraterrestrial technology, New Scientist News. Jersey skies, mission to search for extraterrestrial life on Mars lands this week, Jersey's best. Astrophysicists chart source of asteroid that killed dinosaurs, Smithsonian Magazine. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Study, the brain has a small window of opportunity to repair itself after stroke, News Medical Net. A white paper lays out the case for music in early education for all children, San Francisco Classical Voice. Small window of opportunity for best recovery after stroke, Newswise. FSU's Winthrop King Institute hosts symposium to explore connections between cognitive science and transcultural literature. Florida State News. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Tuesday, February 16, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. UFO debris, here we go again. Mystery life forms discovered beneath Antarctica. The study of UFOs, often present in deceptive, elusive, and ambiguous terms. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Tuesday, February 16, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno@xenomails2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.